Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, today we're going to be talking about something that you most likely care about. We're going to be talking about something that can really change things around for you. Something that, if you follow what I tell you here today, it's going to elevate and it's going to revive your confidence so that you can start this new year with fucking power, man. Because who doesn't want to feel like the fucking man? Who doesn't want to feel powerful, like they're taking care of business, right? Especially with this fresh start of the new year that's coming around. Like, and bro, hold on, let me just put this out there, because what I'm going to share with you here isn't some like make believe, make me feel good type of shit. Like, what I'm going to share with you here are some actions that you can start taking immediately so that you can prove to your mind that you did make shit happen this year, right? Because no matter how fucked up things may be, no matter how fucked up you may feel, no matter how defeated you may feel right now, my brother, the truth is that, sure, maybe you didn't get the results that you were really wanting to get at the end of this year due to some lack of output from your part, from all our parts, right? But nonetheless, you still took fucking action. And we're going to use that in order to boost how you think this year went for you, right? We're going to use it as fuel so that you can ignite that fire that you have within inside of you, man. Like, man, you know what I'm fucking talking about? That feel good juice, man. You know, that feeling that you get when you're making shit happen and your confidence is feeling top fucking notch. Like feeling like you're unstoppable. Like man, anything can come at you, and no matter what the fuck it is, you're gonna be like, man, I got this covered because I'm on fucking fire. Oh, my friend, those feelings, all that shit gets cultivated through taking uncomfortable actions. You see, when we accomplish hard tasks, it boosts our internal levels, and what it does is that it allows us to operate at a higher capacity. It's like clicking the next boost setting up, you know? It's gonna fucking allow you to go faster, you know? And let me just say that I fucking get it, yeah? We all have different results in our lives right now. We've all accomplished different things. We've all fucking had a year. It could have been good. It could have been bad. It could have been a very learning year. It could have been a year that you're fucking turning into the best version of yourself. Whatever the fuck it was for you, right? What I can tell you is that no matter what it is, if it was a big or a small accomplishment, you fucking took action, right? And we're gonna really focus and narrow down on that action that we actually take, right? And that's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect on what action you did take this year, right? Let's put to the side that things didn't go, let's say, how you expected them to. And I feel like you're a real high performer. If you're always setting the bar high, if you're always going after hard to accomplish tasks, you get close to a goal and you're like, yo, let's raise this shit even fucking harder. You know, like, so you're always chasing this horizon, right? But if we really repurpose what we're looking at and we change our perspective to see that we actually have been taking care of business, it's a total game changer in how we fucking approach this next year, right? And that's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect on. I want you to think about all the shit that you went through this year, right? I want you to go through this year and really remind yourself of all the battles that you fucking made it through, my brother, right? Like, think about the times that back then when you thought that you weren't gonna make it out of that shit, and yet here you are right now, still breathing, still heart pumping, fucking feeling good, right? Change your fucking state and turn this year around. Use what everything that went well for you in this past year, and now use it to fucking raise how you feel, to elevate your confidence, to really point out to you that you did accomplish some shit, and we're gonna fucking accomplish more shit in this coming year, right? Sure, those situations must have tested the shit out of you, yes, right? But it also built you up into the fucking man who you are today, right? A more resilient version of you, a version of you that went through the hard shit and still fucking made it out, right? As we end this new year, man, my goal here with this episode is really to help you to revive, to like bring out all those moments from this year, 2024, that you had, right? The good, the bad, the hard, the soft, the cold ones, the warm ones, all of them, bro. Like, I want you to reflect on them. I want you to think about the lessons that you fucking learned, right? And I want you to think about how grateful you are for those opportunities that you went through, right? Even if they're hardships, they're fucking lessons, and be grateful for that shit, right? I want you to think about like the current lens in which you're looking at all that situation, all those situations. And what I want you to do is I want you to hit that lens, metaphorically speaking. I want you to sharpen your fucking focus, right? And what I mean by that is that based on those past events, right, you see those situations like from a certain perspective. You have a certain opinion about them. You have your bias or whatever. Like, you're acting in an emotional way because of the way you look at them, right? And maybe it's a good one, right? Or maybe you're like fucking most of us, right? Like almost all of us that I talk to, all the fucking men, like we only see and seem to remember how bad the supposedly things were, right? And the crazy part is that how can you change your perspective on all that shit, right? Like, if we're always just focusing on the bad shit, how can we change our perspective on them? How can you reframe what happened to you, right? These are all questions that I'm asking you so you can ask yourself. Like, how can you shift your thinking from that being an obstacle to that being a lesson, to that being the next level up in my life, right? Like, how can you transfer your thinking from this is happening or was happening to me to this happened for me, right? Because many times a perspective shift is all it fucking takes, right? And and you may not have been in the emotional state to see this back then, but now that some time has passed, right, and you're able to reflect and you're able to like look back and really see and pick out what you want to pick out so that you can take with you, pretend like you're putting all those shits on a bug bag, and you're gonna carry it across this fucking next year of journey with you, right? And now you have the capacity to see things fucking differently. You can learn from what happened and use it to fuel you to fucking get the next level of yourself, right? So how have those events helped you level the fuck up, right? What are the golden nuggets from those situations and those scenarios that you went through? And what are the lessons that you fucking learned? Like, what are the things that if you could go back in time and tell your earlier self, right? Like, look at it that way. Like, what are some things that you would fucking tell your earlier self, right? What things would you do differently? Like, now that you know better, what would you do better? Yes, look, this is gonna take a trip down memory lane, and it might get uncomfortable for you, right? But that's why I told you that uncomfortable action fucking builds resilience, right? But depending on how well you really do this exercise, will depend on how much boost you're gonna produce for yourself, right? And how much drive, on how much grit, right? You're gonna fucking use those memories, you're gonna anchor them, you're gonna fucking go create new ones, better ones, for you, for your family, right? Like, look, like, I'll give you one fucking example that was like I feel like it was grinding my mind, and I was beating myself all about it, and I was letting it fucking me up, even though, bro, I was like, yo, I know better than this, right? And after, like, I had a perspective shift, and I just started looking at things from a different lens. Like, man, now I see things much clearer, right? And I don't let it fuck me up. I'm fucking focused on what I need to get done, and things will come to light. Like, I'm talking about my Turbo Camaro SS, right? Like, man, it was supposed to be done by now, right? I had it in my, like, I was supposed to be fucking done. And the goal was to be driving it at the end of this year. And well, I fucking missed the shit out of that exit, bro. Flew right by that thing, bro. And to be completely real, like, man, it had me in my fucking feelings. That shit was just egging me. It was like a little drill in my mind. But then I got to fucking thinking, right? And I started really, I was like, yo, what am I fucking always talking about? Like, yo, and I started really doing the same things that I'm sharing with you here right now on this episode. And I really just started to point out to myself, and I really started to highlight to my mind all the progress that did happen this year, right? Like, the absolute fact is that we still got a lot of shit done this year. That's a fact, right? It's not an emotional opinion. It's a fucking fact. Sure, it wasn't everything that I wanted, but the hard truth is that I'm way farther along right now from where I was when I started at this year, right? And that's a fucking game changer for your emotions. Because if your mind is gonna try to fuck you up, it's gonna mess you up by focusing on all the crap that you didn't like, right? That you would have liked to plan, that you would have liked to make happen. then fuck that shit. Why are you gonna put yourself down? Why don't we redirect that focus and really put it towards something that can lift you up instead of bring you down? Like this time last year, I didn't have a motor. This time last year, I didn't have a transmission. This time last year, I didn't have a turbo kit. And as a matter of fact, this time last year, I didn't even have finishing my Camaro on my fucking radar, right? And the fact that I am where I'm at right now, I'm truly farther away, I'm farther ahead from where I fucking was. And by redirecting my focus towards all the things that I want to get done, I literally built myself up. I energized myself. I refocused on what my perspective was about the situation, right? I gave my mind fuel. I gave myself permission to continue working towards this target that I've been after for a fucking long time. And yet, I might have had to reposition myself, right? A couple of times to fucking lock in, right? But now we're more locked in than ever before, bro. And despite multiple, life-changing events that happened this year, right? Which I'm not really gonna get into right now, but the movement has been happening and things are getting fucking knocked off the list. So you see, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change, right? Refocus on everything that did happen, right? Realign yourself with the actions that you did take, right? Prove to your fucking mind that you're in a better position right now than you were a fucking year ago, right? Use that shit as fuel. Use that as fuel to prepare yourself so that you can start this new year with fucking more power, with more fury, with more drive, with more determination, right? Because you've fucking been doing shit and you're a fucking warrior. Let's get this shit done, right? Use the energy from the progress that you have actually made to fucking craft your next set of actions. Because this year may have already, maybe already be over. Or on the fucking last day of the year, depending on when you listen to this. But 2025 is just getting fucking started, right? So make those fucking action plans. And my brother, let's get to fucking work. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. Join me on this journey while we empower our people to do more and to be more. And my brother, my sister, if you still haven't subscribed yet, man, go ahead and smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, if you resonated with today's message, if it hit you in some type of way, man, do me a favor and please share this on your story and make sure that you tag me at Wide Open Randy, because those are the actions that help more gearheads, more motorheads, more people like us to really just connect on another level. And ultimately, that's how our community grows. I'll catch up with you on the next episode, but till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.